Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of SimCity. Look at this, we have a big problem in our city and also we're in a population boom right now. I think last episode we had about around 60,000 people and it's just shot up out of nowhere all of a sudden. But I wanted to try and take care of this little problem with the power that we had in between episodes, and it was a bit of a disaster because I didn't really check what time of day it was. So I destroyed all of the wind turbines right as it was turning into night, replaced them all with solar panels, and now we've just gone through the night without hardly any power throughout most of our city, as you can see, which is very, very bad. And a very bad way to start this episode. Have a lot that I want to talk about this episode. Last episode I wanted to do a bit of that, but we kind of got cut short because of the meeting with the mayors, so I want to talk about some of the more technical stuff to do with traffic, and traffic is very, very important in this game. It kind of contributes to the progress of everything, and you can see we have some traffic problems here in the middle of the city, or in our main avenue at least. So I want to progress with that and tackle that this episode. But first of all, we just got to see if this is going to make a difference. We are currently generating 108 megawatts per hour, which is a deficit of -8. Oh, that is terrible. Well, I think I'm going to have to do what I didn't really want to do and build another solar farm. It's very expensive. It's 33,000, although compared to the amount of money we have, you might not think so. It doesn't cost a lot to run, so I think, yeah, that was a bit of a foolish mistake. I should have built it on this side anyway, because I have more space over here to work with, but we need to leave a little bit of space to the side of our university as it is. I've got a little project that I want to do there. Actually, speaking of that, we can do a project at the university and research this, which produces just a little bit over 3 times the amount that these do. Now, I don't know if they take up more space. I don't think there's any way of finding that out while we're in the game, but that is something I'm definitely interested in getting, because we have a power problem, and I think that right there is going to take care of it. However, we've gone up to 2.7 now. Possibly... no, it's gone back down again. Oh, what are we going to do, eh? And I'm still buying from Kralis as well. Yeah, I think, do you know what I think it is? It's all these high density buildings. They must take up much more power than we were expecting to have, because we've had that population boom, of course. Well, anyway, I think I want to take a minute and just see if this power situation is going to sort itself out. I'm going to add in some more solar panels and do what I can do to get this stabilised above, above the yellow zone. Look at that, we just hit 100,000, and literally as I just hit record it jumped up from 102 to 107 and then it dropped back down again. But this is kind of a problem. The city just started booming, it really hit its zone, and these buildings are just sort of causing a chain reaction from one to the next, and that's going to cause a huge problem with my power. But at the moment it seems okay. Let's have a look. We're still buying from Corrales. Actually no, we've run out, but we seem to be supplying ourselves, so hopefully these will build up enough power to get us through the night again, because the city is running. I think the water is having problems because of the power, but maybe not. So I think I might have to go ahead and build that water pumping station. I was talking about money management, and I don't really like spending that much money to then take it away again, but it just seems like we have to do it. And do you know what? I probably have got the money to afford it, so let's get rid of all of these and replace it with the water pumping station, and then later on we'll move it down the road when that area is more clean, or cleaned up even. Be the correct thing to say there. So we're just going to plop it down there, and yes, that polluted area is very close to it. I'm thinking about moving this industrial area that we have here, and we're going to talk about that in a moment. And actually, let's slow down the gameplay a bit. I always have it on high, and at the moment, look, we're up to 110,000 now. Wow, that is just insane. And yeah, I don't think I give myself really enough time to keep up with the city, so we're going to get rid of that and replace it with a filtration pump, so it hardly even matters if the water's dirty. I'm not sure if it will take water this dirty and make it clean, or if it can deal with a particular level, but supposedly that works and it should be fine in that area. So that's the water problem taken care of. I think the sewage one was because of power, although it says it might not be now. Oh, okay, no, it really is. Well, considering how much the population have boomed, and this is basically everyone's poop or waste, I am actually not surprised now that I think about it. And please don't tell me, yes, we have room for more. 2 on each side, that is fantastic. Okay, we're going to plop one down there. That'll deal with that for the moment. Right, that's a good thing I double checked that, because I really did think it was because of power. And we have to deal with this population boom right when I want to talk about all these things that I've learnt, and our garbage dump is almost full. And do you know what we're going to do? We're actually going to build an incinerator. Wow, we have another problem to take care of. Oh, this is just crazy. Okay, right, so let's quickly plop down an incinerator. I wanted to talk about that as well. Yes, it's going to create pollution, but we need to get rid of our waste, and we can now deal with that by plopping down a lot of these trees. So right there is a good little spot. That should help take care of that. Now I've learnt how the trade depots work now. I think I built one in this city. Let's go and see. I think I built one and plopped it down in this area, or maybe I haven't even got round to that yet. Oh, I'm sure I done a trade depot on camera, or maybe that was in one of my old cities, or the old city, the one on Simspals. Simpals. Ugh, having a way with words today, as always. I'll probably say that every episode. Okay, right. So what we want to do is build a trade depot. It's down here, and the place that we most want to put this is as close to this entrance that we have here as possible, but our industrial area is not right next to it, so unfortunately that's not going to be the best of ideas. But there is space for it down here, space that is kind of been pushed back by all this solar panels that we have. So I want to put it down right here when that space clears up. So we can't build around those sides, but we can build off to the left here, so that should be good. And let's just add in, right, we want one for each type of material that we are recycling. And no, apparently I can't place them on that side. Oh, waste of money. Got to destroy it and start over again. Oh, this is why I've saved up a lot of money, because things like this do happen. Okay, right, so what we want to do is put down all the materials that we're recycling in the city. So we have metal, we have our alloys, and also our plastics, and we have room for them, which is great. I'll probably want to redo this at some point because we need more industrial area, but I'll talk about that in a bit. And the other one that we want to put in here is freight, but we have reached our limit. Yes, that's right, we already have one for freight there. Okay, that's cool. So the reason that we have this here next to these industries is because they're going to go around these roads to ship their freight to the trade depot, and then the trade depot is going to take it out of the city. So if I'd have known that earlier and really thought about it, I would have put the trade depot here and an industrial area here that stretched down the side, and then I would have put our university over this side. Now the reason I would have moved the university over here is because of the way that traffic works. You've got to think about who's going where and for what reason. And I'm going to contradict myself here, because actually this isn't a good place to put the industrial. Up the back where we originally had it was a very good idea, but despite all of these problems with this layout, it is clearly working. Look at that. We are booming. Yeah, so anyway, I feel like I've just gone totally off track here. We were working with the trade depot, that's been sorted out. What are the other problems we are having? We're having problems with water again. Okay, I think I just... Am I looking at the right thing? Yep. No, that I'm looking at waste. There we go, okay. So I think I need to add another pump. There we go, and hopefully that'll take care of our problems. I guess, you know what, I've got a different mindset at the moment, because I was planning to put this in when we were around 60,000, and we have just totally jumped up to 120,000 almost. We'll get there by the end of this episode, I reckon. I can actually destroy all of those towers that I've plopped up everywhere, but I'm going to do that in a bit, because I really want to get to what I wanted to talk about this episode, which is the traffic problem that we have right here. Now the traffic has gotten really bad, and I can't help but feel that this layout is going to bring it to its knees, but I want to make some improvements to this. And the reason why is because traffic is very, very important. That's how your city works. That's how people get from work to home, and then from home to shopping, etc. That's how things come into the city and go out as well. So having a good transport system is incredibly important. It'll just make the difference everywhere. And I just want to check how many unemployed people. That is insane. We have a huge unemployment problem in the city. Oh dear. Things may look good with the numbers, the income and the money we have in the bank, but we have problems all over the place. And you know what, I think it's going to take me a few episodes to solve these problems, but I have some ideas on how we can get people into work. But yeah, I think we're going to focus on traffic this episode. So what I want to do is remove this park here and replace it with a road. So let's do that. And the reason that we're doing this is because I actually want to remove this road right here. Now there is a bug in the game that I've learnt about recently, and that is awful. It looks like we're going to have to sacrifice one of these to get that road in there, but it's going to be for the greater good. So we'll put our road there. Are you going to let us do that or no? Well, let's get rid of that building there and then see if we can put it in. Nope. Nope. Hooray! There we go. Okay. So this space here is going to be for residential still. Actually, I'll tell you what, we're going to unzone this because I might find another use for it. You never know. And we're probably going to put a park down there. But now that we've done this, what we want to do is remove this road here that has a load of traffic on it. And that means that building's going to go. Oh well. And the reason we want to do that is because crossroad sections like we had there are very bad from traffic. You have it coming from 4 directions, and what actually works better is having T-junctions like we have here. So we want to reduce the amount of junctions that we have so that traffic flow increases. And look at that, that is very bad. It's backed up. It's backed up a very long way over there. Yeah, so we want to reduce the amount of junctions that we have, and also try and use T-junctions wherever possible, because supposedly traffic flows through it a lot quicker, which is very logical. So what we could do next is perhaps put another road across the middle. It might mean that we have to sacrifice another area, so let's look for somewhere where there's a big enough gap between the houses to put a road in, and I don't think we're going to find that. Maybe down the end here that's big enough. It does seem like we're going to have to sacrifice a lot of houses. I'm very unsure about what I'm doing at the moment. Okay, I think I'm going to take a cut and look for some places that I can make changes to the roads. So I made a few changes, but I feel like this city is not going to be able to handle the population that we have right now. The layout just isn't designed for it. So you can see here I've cut off a few of our T-junctions, and that's kind of diverted traffic onto the sides here, but it does free up our main road here a little bit, which is very important for getting freight in and out of the city, and also people commuting into the city for work, although I doubt there's a lot of people doing that with our unemployment problem. Also we can get a little government upgrade building here, and also our mayor's mansion, so let's do that. Let's celebrate the imminent disaster that I think this city might be heading towards. And let's see how our power's doing as well. It's running on battery, and oh, we are cutting it close. Yes, there was something that I wanted to do, and that was actually to upgrade the university. There's just so much management to be done in this city right now. It is crazy. But here's one thing we need: a school of science. And why is that not approved? Educate more students in one day to reach your next upgrade threshold. Okay, well, we have to upgrade. We have to teach more people. Wow, that is a lot of people being taught. How can we get more? A community college is something we don't have, so let's plop one of those down. And we are running out of space as well. Do you know what? I think it might not be a bad idea to unzone some of these areas and perhaps, yeah, limit our growth for the moment. But anyway, education. There it is, community college. So where are we going to put this? Because, you know, I could have put it on the end of this road here. In fact, we could take away a commercial building, or even these houses here. Yeah, we're going to do that. That was a very easy decision to make. We now have a community college, so we can leave that running. Right, so yeah, with the changes to the roads that I've made, you can see there are some sort of dead ends. Well, people don't tend to drive down here. The AI can be a bit dodgy, so you've got to keep your eye on it, but if they need to come down here, then they will. And there is yeah, a few houses attached to this road here, like that one, and on this side, this building here is as well. So unfortunately, if it were attached to the other side, it means we could have bulldozed the whole of that rail. bulldoze the whole of that road. I'm really struggling. It is so late. I do apologise. I think I'm going to stop after this episode, and I actually kind of want to wait to hear your thoughts and opinions on how things are going at the moment, especially with the unemployment crisis, because my plan was to remove this area here and turn it into residential and try and create higher wealth jobs down here, because that's what we have in this area, and I think that might have been caused by the avenue and the high density that that brings. But let's just look at the numbers for a moment. So in our lower class everyone is working, which would make me think that perhaps there might be an abandoned building down here. Yep, there's a pile of rubble. Oh, and look at that. Our medium wealth jobs have gone. But we've got loads of medium wealth people coming into the city. Perhaps where there's been a boom. And that really is a boom. Look at that. Yeah, this might have happened before that, and because I haven't destroyed those buildings, they might now, yeah, set up some new ones, and some of those people can get jobs. But we had a problem with lots of abandoned buildings down here, and what I've realised is that when you overzone and you have more industrial area than you do people to work in it, that's going to happen. It's an obvious thing when you say it, but I didn't realise it until you know, it sort of clicked what was happening. So we need to create higher wealth jobs. That's a clear sign of what we need to do. I think we need to redo this area here and try and make it into a higher wealth industrial area, and I'm not afraid to bulldoze some of these buildings down and see what will come in return of them. So let's get rid of all of these. Yep, that's right, I'm just going to bulldoze them. Those people can now commute over here. The people that were working there. Oh dear, look at the traffic here as well. This city is struggling. Yep, this is definitely going to be the last episode of my recording. I really want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions on this, because feels so typical, you know. I was all ready to come in here and you know, get the city moving along, and then we've had this population boom. Okay, let's see what's going on with the zoning. I think I've unzoned these areas. You can see I have. We want to make them into industrial again, and all of that down there. Why not? And let's see if we get some high technology jobs coming along for our middle class, we'll call them. Yeah, the middle wealth people. Alright, oh, our mayor's mansion needs an upgrade as well. There we go. I think we get that by good approving. Oh dear, what's happening here? They don't like these high taxes? Is it all the way down just because of that? We only have 67 people. I'll tell you what, I'll turn the taxes down on those 67 people. You can have 9% since there's so little of you. But yeah, I guess our population boom has been sort of middle class people. So we need to create jobs for them. So hopefully that's going to work over here. It might be a while before the figures update for our unemployment. Our employment for the lower class. Because if we can keep those 3,000 jobs and they can all come out of this region here, then by destroying this one we've created ourselves a lot of work, which is fantastic. And yeah, let's have a look at the traffic down here again. It is absolutely horrendous. I was thinking about building a streetcar system, but I don't know, it doesn't feel quite suited for what we need. And this boom has just I've got to stop talking about it, really. Yeah, I think I'm going to take a little break and think about what I want to do next. Okay, apparently our storage for the plastic reclamation line is full. This isn't full, by the way. What we need to do here at the trade depot now is export all of our goods, like that. And we'll earn some money from that as well, which is fantastic. Doesn't help with our traffic problems though. Only going to add to them. But yeah, the plastic line here is fine, as you can see. It's not full up, so I don't know why that keeps bringing up these error messages. Maybe I am not looking at this correctly. But anyway, I added some more collection trucks and things like that in, so we should be able to deal with more of the garbage in the city. You can see here we're not getting all of it, which is not good. We want to be in the green on both of those. So we really do need to probably just focus on each of our services buildings at the moment. I mean, the traffic problem I think is just going to be there no matter what we do. I could try and upgrade the streetcars. You guys should let me know if you want to see me give that a go. I guess it will only help. It certainly can't make things worse, so it probably is a good idea. But we should focus on keeping these services running as well, because I haven't really paid too much attention to this. dump is almost full. I think we're going to have to build another incinerator, which I'm going to do right now. And I guess that means I'm going to have to keep my eye on this area and keep putting trees down as well. Hopefully we can get rid of all that waste and create a much more efficient system. And there goes my bottle again making noise. So I must not forget that I am in a region with other people, and we had a meeting about it. I am supposed to be working on researching the solar farm, so next episode I think we do need to crack on with doing that and focus on the university. But I'm not going to be recording anymore. I really want to, skip the whole pre-record thing and hear what you have to say about how the city is coming along and how we're going to deal with this traffic problem. I think most of you are going to say streetcars, which it's not going to hurt, is it? So I'm probably going to be implementing that soon. But yeah, I really look forward to hearing what you have to say. And then after this episode, I will be recording the next one. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you next time.